Alright, so here's the video. I'm gonna go really in no particular order here. Here are all the games I have for mostly 360. There's a few Xbox One games, but I mostly had a 360. I just recently got a Xbox One, not even a year ago. So Gears of War 3. I bought it a couple years after it came out. Obviously, all the Gears of War games are really good. Mostly I played Gears of War 2 though. Battlefield 3. Bought this actually pretty recently. I bought it when it came out and I didn't like it, and then I sold it and then got it again. The multiplayer is really fun. At the time I was playing Call of Duty. Back in like 2010, 2011. Lost Planet. Haven't really played that. I don't think it's that great of a game. Played it a little bit and nothing special. Project Gotham Racing 3. This originally came with my Xbox. My brother played it. I think he got one of those steering wheel things too that came with it. It's a racing game. NBA Ballers. It's pretty fun. The campaign mode's okay. It's kind of like NBA Jam. Played it like 10 years ago, so I don't remember much. Skyrim, the Ultimate Edition. Nothing to say about Skyrim, we all know that. That's a great game, obviously. Another Bethesda game, Fallout New Vegas. It's that poster right there, actually. New Vegas was my favorite Fallout game by far. This is the Ultimate Edition. Fallout 3 was good. I actually recently beat Fallout 4. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. It was okay. I don't know. I like New Vegas more. NCAA Football 11. A lot of these older sports games I bought pretty recently for like $1. I didn't have like a college football game for. Well, I think they stopped making them, but I got this one for $1, so whatever. Tiger Woods 10. The golf games are fun. That one's also $1. I played more of Tiger Woods 07. FIFA Soccer 11. That's the only soccer game I have. I'm not a huge soccer guy. Skyrim, the regular edition. Lego Star Wars. All the Lego Star Wars games are good. I like this one. This is the complete saga. More than the other one I have, which is like Lego Star Wars 3 or something. I didn't like it as much. Madden 13. That was $1. Madden 12. That was $1. Pirates of the Caribbean. This one was fun. The Lego one. I 100% of that one. Fight Night Round 3. It's a good game. It's fun to play with like a buddy. You can beat him up. And but the campaign mode is well, there's no online, but it's kind of hard if the difficulty's on a higher difficulty. You're not going to do that well. Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. Don't remember it that much. There's no online or anything. I played it like in 2010. So, Def Jam Icon, another like Mortal Kombat type game, except with like rappers. The fighting style is similar. It's pretty fun. Once again, it's kind of like Fight Night. You can just kind of fight with a friend or something. It's kind of fun. Guitar Hero 2. I spent $100 on this game actually because I bought it 11 years ago or so when they got the guitar that came with it, the Gibson Explorer guitar that came with it. Fable 2 and Fable 3. Not huge Fable guy. I think I liked Fable 2 more, but never really got into Fable. I think it was a good enough game though. It's pretty fun for the story and stuff. Alright, put this stack away. Alright, stack number 2 here. March Madness 08, Kevin Durant on the front. This was, I bought this game only recently. I was nationally ranked actually in March Madness 07. That was my favorite game. I think I had 300 or 400 wins online. It wasn't a highly played game, and they took the server down. I think I had maybe 500 wins actually. They took the server down only like a year and a half or 2 years after the game came out. EA does that. For a lot of their games, they don't keep them up that long. But this game's fine. It's pretty rare to find because they stopped making March Madness games. This was the last March Madness game they made, and then they called it college basketball for a couple of years, and they lost the rights. I think or they didn't make them. I don't know. I need to actually see what actually happened there, but they don't make them anymore. Call of Duty 4. This was a big game. First real Call of Duty I played a lot. Basically, everyone in my school, I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and everyone was playing that game. It was a really fun multiplayer game. Yeah, Black Ops 2. This was kind of the last Call of Duty I thought was good. Didn't like the zombies as much as Black Ops 1, but it was still. I was really good at the multiplayer. I think I had, well, not really good, but comparatively, I think my KD was like 1.7 or 1.8 in Black Ops 2, so that was pretty fun. This is the one I said I only played it for like 10 minutes, so I don't know much about it. It wasn't as fun to me as the complete saga, obviously, because that follows like the movies, so it's just like the characters are memorable and stuff like that. Quantum of Solace, really underrated game, actually. Played it with a couple friends I had, and I played it a lot more than I thought I would. The controls aren't great and the graphics aren't great or anything, but the online, I'm sure there's no one playing it now, but the online was pretty entertaining. Arcade Unplugged, it came with my original Xbox. I've had to buy probably 10 Xbox 360s, just the original, white one, because they broke or whatever. That's over like 9 or 10 years, right? Pretty much all of them have broke at some point. Disc read air, or the Red Ring, or the E74, or it just starts making really loud noises, right? But they're really cheap. I think I got most of them now for like 30 or 40 or 50 bucks, and sometimes they even throw in games with them, so it's fine. Godfather, the game, a really good game, follows the movie, obviously. It gets a little repetitive. You do kind of the same thing over and over again, but it's a fun game. You can beat it in 25 hours, 100%, or close to it, so that's pretty fun. Gears of War 2, this was the biggest game I played online of the Gears of War franchise. I didn't play the first one. I really didn't play the third one that much. This was the main one I played back in like 2009, 2010. This was a big game for me. Didn't really get into the Horde. Pretty much just played like Guardian with some friends, so that was a really fun one. GTA 4. My brother played this game more than me. I'm not a huge Grand Theft Auto guy. I played San Andreas, but my brother was more of a GTA guy than me. He liked playing online and stuff. But I haven't even played GTA 5 yet. I have it, but my brother beat it. I think I maybe watched him play it for a little bit, but I haven't played it. Fallout 3. I like Vegas better, but still a good game. Prison Break, terrible. Airborne, Medal of Honor Airborne. They made it a gold game, so I don't remember much about it, but honestly, it's not that good. Assassin's Creed, really good game. Yeah, I bought that game originally. I had heard about it, but it was a couple years after it came out. I bought it, I guess, for $17.99, and was pleasantly surprised. Obviously, it's a little bit repetitive, and they really cleaned that up in the second one. And Brotherhood and Revelations, I really liked all those games. For me, the whole series started going downhill at Assassin's Creed 3 because they abandoned the story, or they killed the one guy, and so I lost interest in the story. And to me, the game was more of a story thing than gameplay. Although the gameplay was cool, I really liked the story. And then once I kind of got disconnected with the story, I just stopped buying the games. Really, I haven't played Syndicate or Origins or that other one that they released. Can't even think of it now. GTA 5, like I said, haven't played it. It's kind of BS that it's not backwards compatible. GTA 4 is backwards compatible, but GTA 5 isn't. I mean, why can't I play that version on the one? I know they released a version for the Xbox One for GTA 5, but I'm not going to buy the game twice. NCAA Football 07. This came with my Xbox. This is a fun one. I played it quite a bit because it was kind of one of the only sports games I had back then. NBA Live 07, I actually recently bought this game maybe a year ago. It's fun. I remember playing it with my friend back in like 2006. So, Walking Dead, Telltale. I'm not a big fan of the Telltale games, especially the Borderlands one. I think that game was just stupid. I bought it and I was just it feels more like you're watching a movie than you're actually playing a game. Madden 07, recently bought that. Sean Alexander on the front. Madden 08 actually was one of my favorite games. It got a lot better. Madden 07 and Madden 08, they changed a lot of stuff in the whole feel of the game. Although Madden 07 was fine, Madden 08, that's the one we played a lot. And I just remember playing that one for a couple of years. And playing it all the time, like almost every day. Perfect Dark Zero. I don't know why I bought that. Need for Speed Shift, I didn't buy this, my brother bought it. Haven't played it. Forza Motorsport, oh my god, I always cannot say this. Forza Motorsport 3. I got this when I bought an Xbox, it came with it. For like $20. The guy gave me an Xbox and like 5 games and like maybe a couple controllers too. I haven't played it. I played Forza Motorsport 5 because it was free a couple months ago for the Xbox One, and I thought that game was pretty good, so I don't know, I might play that game at some point. Call of Duty Ghosts. I didn't think it was great. Call of Duty, the whole series kind of went downhill for me after Black Ops 2. I think it, especially Black Ops 3, like I recently got that for the Xbox One. It felt more like a Destiny type game, just the way the characters looked and everything. And I didn't even play Destiny. I just saw them like, what the hell? Like, it's all futuristic and like the zombie mode. They gave you one map, and there's 15 of them advertised on there. The whole stuff's falling over. The whole thing just switched to like kind of microtransactions and getting you to buy the game and then buy all this extra stuff. It's not really DLC. It's just like continuous maps and stuff that they want you to buy, which is probably why I don't like it either. But I mean, that type of thing works really well on a game like Fortnite. Because you get Fortnite for free, and I would have never played Fortnite probably, but I got it for free, and then you can play the game for free, and if you like it, then you can buy all that extra stuff that doesn't even make a difference, all that parachute stuff and pickaxes and stuff. Or you could just play the game. Or you can play the game and then you don't like it and you don't have to play it. But when you buy the game, I think you kind of have a right to play a good amount of stuff. You know, if they give you Black Ops 3, they gave me one map, and then they wanted to get me to buy all these other maps that I honestly had already bought before because they were just revamping like Moon and Shinonuma and Darice and all these other maps that I had previously bought like on the 360, but you're not going to get them unless you like buy them again. At least I'm pretty sure. So I think that model is, people aren't going to support that model as much. They're not going to pay $60 for a game that they know they're going to have to fork out maybe another $50 or $60 or even $100 on all this extra stuff. And Fortnite seems to be doing it really well. That model is, obviously it's a very good game, but when you got people paying $20 for like a skin or a pickaxe or like a glider, it's just like, wow. They actually like the game enough to like customize their character and pay real money for it. So that's pretty cool. March Madness 07, this is... I was nationally ranked in this game, like I said. Probably had 500 wins. They took down the servers shortly after, so I played it quite a bit. I think I was ranked 9th. One of my favorite games. I was able to just... any game's a lot fun, or a lot more enjoyable when you just kick the crap out of people. That's what I was able to do in that game. The game wasn't hard. There was a couple little idiosyncrasies you had to figure out, like how to press, and then like you could force them into like a trap, and then they'd turn the ball over like a high percentage of the time. So it was fun playing against other people that were pretty good too, because it made the game pretty close. And actually the game was programmed so you couldn't press after 12 points. So most of the time I'd get up like 14-0 or 14-2, and then the other person would quit or something. So that's how I got a lot of my wins. But it was fun playing some of the better guys in that game. Call of Duty 2. I beat the campaign on veteran. I started it in like 2007. It's one of the first games I had, and then came back and beat like the last 3 American missions because those were really hard. The D-Day and maybe crossing the Rhine or something like that. But it was there's infinite respawns in that game, so they programmed it in a way that if you didn't advance to the actual checkpoint, the enemies would just keep coming. So it was kind of like gambling out there. You had to just kind of run and hope to get to the next checkpoint. Once you figure that out, though, it became a little easier. Gun, I 100% of this game. It's really underrated. It's a good game. It's nothing like sweet about it. Like, it's a pretty simple game. It came out in like 2005, made by Activision actually, which is, or Neversoft and Activision. It was like Tony Hawk games. It's a pretty unique game. Like, there's not a lot like it. Like Red Dead, I guess, would be maybe similar style game, but this is much more basic. There is an open world, but it's much more basic. But it's still fun. Like, the story is really good, and the characters are memorable. Black Ops was really good. Played that online quite a bit, and the zombies were good. Modern Warfare 3. I didn't play that one as much as Modern Warfare 2. That was probably right around the time when I stopped playing, like, just a lot of video games. I just didn't play that much during that time, 2011 maybe. Modern Warfare 2. I played this one quite a bit, not as much as Call of Duty 4, but I got a lot of time in that one. Yeah, and they added like new kill streak rewards and stuff like that, so that kind of made the game, instead of just having your UAV, air bomb, or carpet bomb, and then or airstrike and then helicopter. They modified it a bit where you could get emergency air supplies, Harrier airstrikes, just whatever you wanted. EMPs, I think. Advanced Warfare, I did not play it much. I think I played the online for like 45 minutes, and I said, I don't like it. The campaign, I think, had Kevin Spacey, but I think I beat the campaign, but that was about it. Tiger Woods 07, I played that. I played that one the most. I didn't play Tiger Woods 10 that much, but they're all pretty much the same. Bourne Conspiracy, my brother bought it for me. I beat the campaign 8-9 years ago. Haven't played it since. LA Noire, there's 3 discs in this game. 3. That was the only annoying part of that game. Please insert disc 2 to access this area. I don't think it was that bad, but there were certain missions. I mean, you had to insert a new disc when you were playing the game. Or I remember having to go back and do that a couple times. I'm not sure. I don't know. It was 5 years ago or so, but the game itself was good. It was an open world, but nothing like GTA or Red Dead, because really the open world, you didn't do anything else besides just traveled from mission to mission. There wasn't a lot of side missions or anything like that. Kane and Lynch Dead Men. This game was an interesting storyline, but the gameplay was just so bad that it ruined the game. The Dog Days one that they gave for free, Kane and Lynch 2 on the Xbox Gold Pass thing, was pretty good. Dog Days was obviously the game's like really violent and weird, but the Dog Days they improved the shooting mechanics, and the whole style of the game was a little weird, but it was kind of interesting. I played it for like a week maybe, beat it, and it was fun. MX ATV Reflex, I bought that because I'm pretty interested in dirt bikes. I have a few motorcycles and stuff. It was a fun game. I played it for maybe a month or 2. It just gets really repetitive after a while. I mean, how many hills do you want to jump over? You know, it's pretty much the same over and over and over again. And there's no online or anything like that, so it gets pretty boring quick. Guitar Hero 3, I played more Guitar Hero 2, but Guitar Hero 3 was a big game. NBA Live 09, paid $1 for it. That was a fun one. Madden 06, I bought a lot of these 06 games back in like 2008 or 9 for like a couple bucks because I didn't have a ton of sports games. NBA 2K6, that's Shaquille O'Neal. I never realized that. Dwayne Wade's on the cover of 06, NBA Live, and Shaquille O'Neal's on the cover of NBA 2K6. Okay, that must have been the year they won the. That's Dwayne Wade. It must have been the year they won the the title, because I know they won it one year with just Dwayne Wade and not obviously LeBron James was still in Cleveland. MLB 2K6. Derek Jeter on the front. NCAA Football 08. That game was pretty fun. That's Raymond Felton and Roy Williams. Put this away. Okay, I don't want to spill these over. It's very, very possible I could. Yep. Okay, Dead Space. Really fun game. Hold on, this thing's gonna fall over. Okay, hopefully it doesn't fall over. Dead Space, really fun game. I bought it, not really knowing what to expect. Was a little scared by the game. It's a really good horror game. A lot of scary parts. If you have it, I'd play it on the Xbox One if you could, because you could. I can't get headphones for my 360, so I can't have the sound coming through my headset. It's better through your headset because the noises and sounds and the enemies. It's pretty spooky if you have nothing else and just the sound coming through. The campaign was really good. It was hard. It's a hard game at the beginning because you don't have any guns or anything. Dead Space 2, similar game. These two games were really fun. I beat the campaigns I think multiple times because you could go back through and kind of upgrade your arsenal, and it was fun to go back through and have it be a little easier than getting destroyed by all these necromorphs. BioShock 1 and 2, and BioShock Infinite. I like BioShock. Once again, these games came out 10 years ago. BioShock did, the original one. Infinite came out 5 years ago maybe, and I liked Infinite more than the other ones. The story on Infinite was really good. I beat the game in I think 2 weeks maybe, but the whole BioShock series is worth playing. It's a really good story, and it makes you think, especially the Infinite one. I really like the colors in Infinite and the scenery. The gameplay was a little bit different than BioShock 1 and 2. But for me, Infinite was like one of my favorite games probably on the 360. Bring Us the Girl and Wipe Away the Debt. Okay? You'll know what I mean. Modern Warfare 3. I have 2 copies of this. Like I said, I got... wait a minute. That's the wrong stack. Alright, we'll just put it in here. Modern Warfare 3. Halo 4. Recently bought it, actually, because I wasn't a big Halo guy back in the day. I was a Call of Duty guy, so I didn't even play Halo 3, but I had it. Halo 4, I didn't even play that at all. It wasn't on my radar at the time. I wasn't playing video games much in 2012, or 2013, or 2014, or really even 2015. I got Halo 5, I played that, and then I bought no. I bought Halo 4, but I never really played it. And then I played it a little bit, and then I played Halo 5. And Halo 5 is actually a pretty good game. They made it more like the controls are you can aim with LT, and you didn't have to scope in, and you could run now, and you could boost. You could press the B button and boost. So they made it a little more friendly of a game to play. Halo 3, going back and playing Halo 3 and Halo 4, it's the controls are very, you're like, oh, this is definitely a Halo game, because it's not, Call of Duty feels totally different. So, but no, I went back and I did play Halo 3 and 4, and these games are fun. I mean, obviously they're a bit older, so Halo 3 hasn't aged as well, but the campaigns and all of them are fun, and there's always the modes you can do. It's kind of like Horde. I don't know what it's called. I didn't play Halo a whole lot, but maybe it's Warzone, or I don't know. I played the thing in Halo 5. You get the requisition stuff. That's pretty fun. You're just fighting bosses with other people. So Red Dead, this game holds up tremendously well. I put it in like a year ago, and it still looked amazing. I beat it in like 2 weeks, and I didn't really play it again, but the story was really good. The gameplay was excellent. There was a lot of like different missions you could do, and Really, just a masterpiece. I mean, I remember that game. I played it just like nonstop for 2 weeks, so it was that good. Godfather 2, not bad. The first one was better. You probably won't play it unless you're interested in the Godfather. Madden 11, played that one quite a bit. That was fun. Madden 08 was the one I played the most. I think this disc might be scratched though, because I was using it on my original Xbox that had disc read issues all the time. I think that's Vince Young. Brett Favre. Madden 09, played this one a lot actually. These are the 3 Maddens I played, 08, 09, 11. The rest of them I didn't play that much. Mass Effect 3, my brother was a Mass Effect guy. I didn't play. I played Andromeda and I didn't like it that much, but he played the original 3. Far Cry 2. Not much to say. Didn't play it that much. Games just fell over. Okay. Civilization Revolution. It's okay. It's like a war. It's like a war strategy, field commander type game. It's pretty fun. If you up the difficulty, it's pretty challenging. Frontlines Field of War was kind of a garbage game. Crackdown, I know a lot. It's kind of a popular game, Microsoft only. I didn't like it that much. I played it for like an hour, so maybe I got to give it more time. But Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I played Banjo-Kazooie on the N64. I didn't buy the game. I got it. Well, I mean, I did buy the game. I bought an Xbox, and the lady gave me a bunch of games that she had with it. So sometimes that happens. Haven't played it. Left 4 Dead. I actually bought that game. Yeah, $7.99. Recently bought it because I played it 10 years ago at a friend's house and was kind of interested by it. There wasn't really a zombies game out. Call of Duty really hadn't released the zombie stuff yet, so this was it's pretty new. It didn't hold up as well as I thought it would. I played it and I'm like, wow, it's kind of looks a little dated. But they're still online and it's still pretty fun. I mean, you're just running around shooting zombies, and you can do it with other people too. So it's pretty fun. Oblivion, I just beat this game this summer. Quicker loading times than Skyrim. That was really the only problem I have with Skyrim is that I spent a lot of the time just loading. When you had to go into like Bellathor's shop or something or anywhere, you had to get the loading screen, then you had to go do your business, sell your whatever you had, get some gold, come back out, and it would load again. So the loading times in that game, obviously it's much better on PC. I played Fallout New Vegas on PC, and the loading time was tremendous compared to the console. The console was just, every time you fast travel or do anything, on the PC it was just like, you didn't even have to think about it. You fast traveled, you were there. But the 360, you wanted to think about everything, and obviously it's not a computer, so it makes the experience just take longer. Obviously the game's still really good, but you're going to spend more time just waiting and loading, and the game randomly just sometimes freezes and shuts down, so you lose some time there as well. Alright, last 2 stacks here. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. Played that. Ghost Recon 1 was one of the original games I got. I actually just bought this game like a year ago. Beat the campaign on hard difficulty. Those games are fun if you play them on hard. Assassin's Creed, another copy. 2 more copies, I guess. Assassin's Creed 2. This was the one that really started to pique my interest in the game. Brotherhood was really good. I have Revelations 2, but that was a free game actually on I have it now on it because it was a free game, but I think I had the game and I gave it to someone and I never got it back, so there you go. Assassin's Creed 3. This is when the series started to go downhill for me, at least. I just wasn't as interested in the game at that point, and I felt it wasn't as, I don't know, it probably was just me. I wasn't as interested in the series after they killed off the original character. It became a little not as, I I was really only in the thing for the story, and so when they ended that story, it became just more like any other game to me, and not really what I liked with Assassin's Creed. But Black Flag I heard was a really good one. I played it, I beat it. I really don't remember much about it. I think I played it during a summer where I was not gaming at all, and I just kind of like half-heartedly played it because I was like, oh, it's Assassin's Creed, and I hadn't played. I remember I bought this game like in the winter, and I played it for like a week, and I didn't get very far. And normally me, it's like if I really like a game, I'll beat it, and I just wasn't. I wasn't into it. I came back like in the summer and played another week or two and beat it. But, you know, the Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations, I bought those pretty much right when they came out and beat them. So I think a lot of people still play this one. But for me, I don't know. The story was more interesting, and this one just felt like a side story with some other character that I know they're all connected, but like I said, I think I just kind of lost interest in the series after that. Rogue, you know, obviously the games are like all the same, the gameplay and everything, climbing buildings and everything. But yeah, I don't remember one thing about Rogue. It was something different. You were some other guy, like maybe you were a Templar or something. I don't know. The game was not memorable at all to me. The storyline of the original was so much better to me, and then after that, it just. Like I said, I'm saying the same thing here, but once they ended the original story for me, I just lost interest. I'm sure the game's just as good, but I lost interest. Mass Effect 2, and that's what I said. I haven't played Syndicate. I can't remember the other one. There's Syndicate, there's Origins, and there's a third one. I don't know. Mass Effect 1. My brother played all the Mass Effect games. I didn't play those. Dead Rising. Played it for like an hour. Died. And then I got really frustrated because they kept sending me back to the same. It just kept rebooting like I had to start all over. I know that's part of the game, but I didn't want to deal with it. Shadowrun. That was Shadowrun was fun. I didn't really play it that much because I was playing Rainbow Six Vegas. I believe at the time. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. Campaign mode, that's it. Borderlands 2, yeah, it's just a black case. Borderlands 1, Borderlands pre-sequel, and then I have Borderlands, the frickin' PC looking thing, but it's Xbox. It's the whole collection, all 3 games and all 3 DLCs. I bought this after I bought all 3 of the games, because I was like, okay, I'll buy the DLC for it. But the whole series was kind of wacky. I went in there not knowing what to expect. I asked the guy at GameStop for a game. He said, oh, try Borderlands. It's only like $4. So I played it, and I'm like, this game's just kind of weird. And then I think eventually I beat it, and so I was like, okay, I'll try the other ones, and they're okay. It's just kind of a different game. It was fun. I like the pre-sequel one too. You were in space. The first